Hey guys, how you doing? It's Tyler D with X Active Health. Just wanted to reach out and talk to you guys for a minute about something that's been on my mind. It's coming up on the 5-year mark since I have been sober. A lot of ups and downs and twists and turns in the journey of sobriety. Getting sober and things like that. It is a journey. And being an addict the way that I am, it's not so easy to just quit doing what you're doing. For 13 years I smoked weed. I started drinking alcohol on a regular basis when I was probably around 18. And so these were just habits in my life. And being an addict, it's not always as easy as just quitting. When you're not an addict or anything like that, you would think that it's just as easy. You look at somebody and be like, just quit doing that. And it's easy to think that way and feel that way, but it's not always that easy when you're the addict. You find ways in your own mind to justify why you're doing what you're doing and make it make sense to you. But if you could be on the outside looking in, it sounds just ridiculous. But as an addict, this is what you do. So for me, in my own path, I had to find something to replace my addictions. I'm still an addict. I always will be an addict. I have a very addictive personality. That's just something that's ingrained in me that God put in me. So for me, I had to find a direct replacement. A lot of you know the story. For me, it was P90X became my addiction replacement. It became my addiction. And in a lot of ways, after about a year or so, that became almost too much, which you can have too much of a good thing, but that's for another video. P90X helped me save my life. It helped me teach myself that I was capable of completing something that I started. It was a way for me to learn that I was able to do things that for years I never had any expectations of myself that I thought I could do. I could lose the weight. I lost 100 pounds with it. And along that way, it wasn't just physical weight. A lot of times, Jenny Craig commercials and weight loss diets and pills and all the things like that, they talk about the programs and, the before and the after, but it's the in between the before and the after picture that they don't ever talk about. Weight loss and things like that it's an emotional battle. It is something that, there are some dark emotions that you have to deal with along the way for it to really stick, for it to really be a life change, because it's emotions that got you to that place. Almost all the time, we eat to satisfy an emotion. It's a very emotional thing, and there are places in that struggle that a lot of people don't talk about, and that's why not just P90X, but it's more the Beachbody community that I found along the way that I had no idea even existed when Kelly first bought me P90X. It was connecting with a group of people that were also doing it that I shared these emotions with. And having this group of people in that challenge group added so much value to my life and to the experience and to what I was going through that it helped me not just stick with it, but it helped me build lasting friendships that I still have to this day. So that's one of the reasons that there's always an invitation to these challenge groups and things like that. It's not just to sell you guys stuff, because whether you go to the gym, you get a personal trainer, you do something like P90X or Insanity or something like that, that's not as important as finding something that works for you and adding value to your life. Because when you feel better, you're able to have better relationships with the people in your workplace, in your life, with your spouse, with your kids. So it's just something that, as I'm approaching this 5-year mark, I want to just reach out to anybody that might be in a low place, might be in a dark place. I found my path, and I pray for you guys that you find your path. And by offering these challenge groups and things, all my hopes is that I can share something with anybody out there that added so much value into my life that it's something that you would consider doing for yourself. So the invitation is always there. So never feel like you're stuck. If you are a spot in your life where you've wanted to lose weight, but you just something has held you back, I know that feeling. I get it. I was there for 8, 10 years. I don't even know how many years I stayed stuck in this oversized body that I knew wasn't me. But it's possible, guys. If I did it, whether it sounds cliche or not, it's possible. I used something off of an infomercial, and I know God put me through the struggles of setting up drunk at night, watching that infomercial, to someday use the struggle and the deep, dark places that I went through to somehow use that to help somebody else. And whether that's you or somebody or just anybody out there, that's all that I ever ask, is that we all work together. These things can add value to your life. So just know that you're not alone, and there are people out there that care. There are people that get it. So just find the inner strength. Find a strong enough reason why to raise up. And if I can ever be of any help, even just to listen to what you might be going through, I'm here. Have a blessed day, you guys. Thanks for your time. It's Coach Tyler D, X Active Health. Have a blessed day.